All right. How we all doing? Welcome to the All-Team Update for the month of July, August 14th. Give it up. Give it a round of applause. Another month down. All right. We still got some people filing in, getting their food. So we'll kind of kick things off. For those of you, if this is your first time, we do a once-a-month all-team company update meeting, meaning we're just going to go over all of the highlights from the month before, kind of, in that spirit of transparency, to show you guys what we're doing, how business is going, and we'll do some fun and cool stuff too. So this will kick things off with new business. So for last month, new business was able to obtain an additional $35,000 monthly recurring revenue, which came out to about $426,000. We had another $15,000 worth of one-time fees. Part of that was recruitment, also some implementation fees. And we were able to retain or renew 4 more clients. So it wasn't our greatest month, but it was definitely a good step in the right direction. The activity was a little bit down. So we strive for a minimum of 50% for our show rate, a win rate of 10%. We've had certain success in areas like IT, where the show rate stays consistently high in accounting, whereas other contracting industries remains kind of low. If any of you guys have roofers, guys are out on the truck, they're on the move. Sometimes it can be tough to get a hold of, especially in front of a computer. But we're not gonna let that stop us. We are still turning away some deals here and there, but we're still signing up some guys. We had a really lengthy time with a certain IT group out of Vancouver. Just so you know, trying to protect your time, they were trying to literally split hairs on everything from commissions, what was owed, not this, on this. So we did turn at least one deal away that I had top of mind. But overall, the activity for HQ, which we have our 3 offices, we had a lot of shifting around. Several of you, even in this room, moved and transitioned over to business development roles. So some of our activity went down. We had a goal of about 100 appointments. We got 78% of the way there, which resulted in a couple clients. We've already got 3 new clients from HQ already this month. So we got Stonebridge Roofing, Engineering Comfort Solutions, but we have a goal going into August, as you can see there on the right, 67 scheduled meetings across John and Nick, and with the week that we had Josh Mazarang. We're already pacing for much higher show rates and also for our appointments so far this month. But with that, I am going to pass things over to our guys out at Maryville. You got Dalton on the line there, Chris. DJ?
Hey, everybody.
Take it away.
Cool. So Maryville's updates from last month. We had a really good month as far as appointments. Shout out to both Peter and Luke for hitting their personal best on appointments in a month. We struggled on show rate. We mainly are reaching out to roofing and HVAC out here in their busy season. Been hard to pin them down, but we keep on getting a hold of people. So we're going to keep on putting them on the calendar. Already off to a better start this month with a deal in, and ended last month with 1 deal. It was one of my roofing clients. I think it was in Columbus, Ohio. But our goal for next month stays the same with 40 appointments, 20 shown, and 2 closed deals here in August. And we should be getting 1 more rep back here after the summer, going into September in Cole Denbo, who's had a lot of success here as an intern. So good things coming out here from Maryville, trending in the right direction.
Awesome. Thank you, DJ. Justin, are you with us?
I am with us. How's everybody?
Everybody say hi to Justin. Justin, can you see us?
I can see you guys. I see everybody.
Right.
For the new month here, we got 4 full-timers. We don't include myself. Last month, a little bit down month. We had a little bit low to goal there when it came to appointments. Had some turnover too. My part-timers are going back to school too, so they finished up. So right now we're just currently at full-timers. I'm looking for more part-timers now. I've been talking to SEMO a lot. We got new things in place. Just got done talking to a class. And one of the things we strive for, 50% show there. We got down to the very end of the month. Beginning of the month was pretty rough for us. It was we set ourselves behind the 8 ball. So coming back to that point was great. And then deals, we went 3 of 9. with those three, you can see on the other side, Cole, Zach, and Lauren. I'm really proud 3 different people got on the board. Cole was a part-timer. He had to go back to school recently. He's on the track team, but we're going to keep in touch with him. He's been really good with janitorial. Got a huge shout out to Zach. It's 3rd month in a row with a deal, and I think he's in month 4. And he got another one today with recruitment. So really proud of him. And then shout out to Lauren. She's been consistent throughout the board here. Teleco was a sussy. She launched, got him on the phone, and then boom, closed them. So really proud. And then here in August, we have a goal of 105 with the 60 shows and 6 deals. Comes to about a 60% show rate. First week, we started pretty low in the 30% realm, but we're over 50% now again. So striving up, we're getting our process down. We had a lot of shifting going on. Casey's coming back to SDR role, so we can all have that one direction. And I'm looking forward to what August is about to bring.
Give it up for New Biz, everybody. I'm going to transition to our next guy, Cam.
What's up? So next up, traditionally, we've called it our 10 out of 10 counters. And so part of what I've been working on over the past month is really updating and giving a facelift to some of the metrics that we have been using. One of those that we were counting was just how many 10 out of 10s you got on a month. So what we're gonna start tracking now is a blended quality score that really aggregates all the data from the appointments that you've set and then averages the amount that you've scored over the past month or so. And so you can see our winner from last month is none other than Marge Barger. Give it up. Very good, very good. So yeah, we're making some other tweaks to some of the grading rubrics. I think Tim is up next, and he can kind of speak to some of those changes that you can expect to see.
Thank you. What's up, everybody? It's good to be here. First meeting. I'm going to go through a few things with you that I think are pretty exciting. So bear with me as we go. I thought it would be good to give you a high-level update of how did we all do? How did this room do, right? When you look at the combined efforts of every single person in business development as a service, how do we do for our clients? So let's take a look at it. So 91% of our clients got to yellow. We had 20% get to green. How many in here got a client to green? Raise your hand. Awesome. We had just 4% or 8 clients get to purple. Raise your hand if you got someone in purple. Congrats. We had 18 in the red, which is 9%. Let's own that too. If you had someone in the red, raise your hand, right? Okay. So when you look at it rolled up, obviously we want to get all of our clients to 100%, and there's ways that we do that, right? You guys are good at this. That's what you do. But we're finding that there's some opportunity, and we'll talk about some of those things in a second. What you may see there is, what is CSI? I don't know what that is. Well, we've been tracking customer satisfaction, right, on a scale of 1 to 10, right? Everyone knows that, I think. As your managers are doing partner calls, they're asking the customer, hey, how are we doing? And so that's what the roll-up of that is for all of our customers, was a 7.44. So if you got a 74.4 in school, what grade is that? That's a C. Quality, that's the roll-up of what Cam just talked about. So that's our phone quality for every single phone call that was graded last month. And I would tell you that's actually decent, right? 8.25. So, and congrats to those that were leading, up near almost a perfect score at 10. So if you look at, well, what does all that mean and how do we drive revenue? Well, we've been tracking this. So we have the monthly revenue that we bring in with our clients, but how much have we helped them land, right? When you think about it from a ratio, Ben, if you gave me $5,000 a month to help you generate revenue, what would you want back in revenue? Great, you would want to double up at least, right? So hopefully more than that. At least you would want to be giving me my 5 back, right? So if you look out to the right for MRR last month, our clients landed $38,834. So you take that out annually, and that's $466K. And then project revenue was just shy of 1.6 million. So those are pretty good numbers. But I will say that a few really big deal, Bone Breakers big deal, was a lot of those dollars, right? So there's an opportunity to have more of those wins as we move forward. Partner meetings, you probably haven't seen this reported out. This is important, and I just wanted some transparency that we didn't do a good job last month with our partner meetings as a team, but we're gonna change that, right? So we have 174 active partners last month, and we met with 72 of them. Just so everyone knows, the expectation's 100%. That's one of the key parts of a manager's role, in my opinion, number one is, what do you think the manager's number one job is? Anyone want to raise their hand and say? What do you think? Nope. Good guess, though. What do you think? It's developing every one of you in this room and helping you be damn good at your jobs so that you make money, execute, make the customers happy, more customers stay. And then we have, there you go. So partner meetings would be a second really big task for them to do of owning those relationships. And then there you go, there's the client retention. So we were 94.8 last month, which means we lost 5.2% of our customers. So our goal is 98% retention. You can see we're trending up from the 12-month number, and thank you, Sam, for helping me come up with the numbers. So there's some positive momentum there, but obviously we don't want to spin our wheels. Last month, let's be honest, we kind of spun our wheels, right? We lost 9, added 5. So we want to add more than we lose every month. I'm going to pause and bring up Emma, and she's going to talk through some of what she's been doing. Let's give it up for her first time getting up here and speaking.
Hey guys. Okay, those of you that don't know already, I am handling email marketing, e-sign, and then just overall helping keep the clients happy, helping them navigate the CRM and stuff. So when it comes to the email marketing and e-sign, I've met with about 35 of them, and 26 of them have the email marketing going, and 20 of them have the e-sign ready to go. So there's more than that, but we're waiting on like verifications and stuff like that. So that number goes up every day. But I have met with, called, or emailed almost all of the clients at this point, so they should know who I am. That doesn't mean they've gotten back to me though, so we found that it's working if you guys schedule something while you're on the phone with them. So if you're on a partner meeting with them or you're on the phone with them, you can go ahead and throw something on my calendar. We're trying to meet with all of them by the end of October, earlier if possible. So that's all I've got. If they have any issues or you guys have any issues, then just let me know. Thanks.
Thanks. So just a little call out there is, you can see ST3, Mason's team, the Dog Pound with 9 meetings, and Miles' team with 8 meetings. Just so you know, we're tracking this. So we have a list of all the clients. Emma's keeping track of it as she talks with them. We're pushing, obviously, the managers to get those meetings with her, because we know when a customer is taking advantage of all the tools that we have, it helps them be more successful, complain less, and us to win as they win. And then what's better? Retention. All right. So we've traditionally done the 10-point scale. I'll move around a little bit. So I wanted to walk through a little bit of a change that we have. It's not it doesn't change really what you all are doing on a day-to-day, but I want to give you a reason why we're making a slight tweak. So when you look here, 5-star review, right? We're actively trying to get 5-star reviews with our customers, right? So most people kind of know what a 5-star product is, what a 5-star review represents, which is, I'm completely satisfied with it, it's great. So we're gonna move to a 5-point scale as the managers are doing the partner meetings. And how that breaks down is 5-star is completely satisfied, a 4 would be somewhat satisfied, a 3 would be, I'm not satisfied or dissatisfied, 4 would be, I'm somewhat dissatisfied, and then 1, hopefully we don't get a lot of those, but that's, I'm completely dissatisfied. So you may think, well, 5's great, isn't 4 pretty good, right? But ask yourself, if there's a 5-star product on Amazon and a 4-star, and they're the same price, which one are you probably buying? As long as there's a lot of reviews on it, the 5-star. So what's crazy is when a customer is completely satisfied, right? And they rate us at a 5, completely satisfied, they are 2 to 3 times, this is data, hard data on this, 2 to 3 times more likely to do business with us again. So how are they, yell out some of the things, what makes them completely satisfied? What would make someone just love us? Closing business. Their ROI, which means we have to deliver what? Quality appointments, which means you have to make calls, build good records, all of that. And so it all kind of works together. But it also means we have really great communication with them, like all the time, every single time, every month, all the time. So that we don't get 9 months into something and now they start complaining. We want to get ahead of that with really great data, with great partner meetings, and also by executing on some KPIs that maybe at a BDR level we haven't focused on. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about that, because we know that if we get 5-star ratings from our clients, we can work our way to the 98% retention, right? So here's a fun little tweak. I think everyone's familiar with the yellow, green, and purple, right? The new folks, I'm new too, so I had to get up to speed on it. And some of these make sense. So like, oh yeah, that's what it's always been, I know that. But I wanna walk through this, because what's kind of coming is kind of a stack ranking for all BDRs, which is, if I'm a BDR, I wanna know, how am I doing? This will help kind of show that and help us coach you up and get even better. So from left to right, it's the phone quality. We already talked about that. So that'll just be rolled up, and I'll talk through that in a second on how we're gonna calculate that and a slight change that we're making. Next, we have appointments to goal. So that's not just total number of appointments, but it's specific to you as a BDM, right? If you have 6 roofing clients, your expectation is different if you have 6 IT clients, right? So it'll be to a percentage of that goal. We have proposal percentage out, and I can tell you right now, we have a lot of work to do there. We'll talk about that in a second. You have $1 per client. So if you got $50,000 out and you have 5 clients, that would be $10,000 per, right? And then finally, the CSI score, that is an individual roll-up score for all of your customers. So let's go through each one and talk about it. So phone quality, effective basically immediately this month, you now get the same credit. Like for example, in IT, if someone says, hey, I prefer in person, right? That's okay. It's customer's choice there. So it kind of levels out the phone score, which I think is a nice change. And so it's more balanced. So just want everyone to know that. So if you look at the past on the phone scores, it may look different than this month as we move forward. Next, well, how do I have my appointment per goal calculated? Well, you can kind of see the example there. So BDR 1 has 6 roofing clients. The green, right, would be 6 clients and 7 appointments. So 42 would be to get to green if you're that BDR. And BDR 2, they have 3 IT clients and 3 roofing clients. So then they have 3 times 5, 3 times 7, so 36 would be their goal. So it's fair, whether you have a mixed bag of verticals or you're solely focused on a single vertical, it's still just getting to 100% of that expectation. Does it make sense? Great. Next is proposal percentage. That is what it is. It's pretty simple. There's a calculation to that. So yes, if you won something or lost something, that counts as a proposal percentage because the proposal was out, right? But when you look at the numbers, and I would challenge you to look at your own, we are pretty low here. Aaron, I'll pull you in on this one because I know you're really passionate about the 50% at a bare minimum. Maybe just hit on exactly why.
Yeah, we're a business growth company, and people pay us to help them grow their business. And the best way I know to grow your business is to give people the ability to buy your product. Raise your hand if your client requires somebody to sign a contract to become a customer. Or agree to a proposal. Raise them high and proud. Does anybody not require a contract or a proposal? I'm sure there's somebody who's thought of it. When that invention comes around, let us know and we'll make it happen. But they're paying us to set up sales meetings, but it's more than that. It's good communication, it's coaching, we're the experts. We just had another couple testimonials come out, and in those testimonials, the client says, in summary, it took a while to maybe come around to this methodology, but I get him a contract. Aaron Lake is out there. He's following up. I'm having conversations with prospects, and I'm like, oh yeah, I just talked to Aaron last week, and the guy didn't expect it, So, days, weeks, months, over a year can go by, and it's like setting a trap. Okay, so there's kind of 2 things. One, it's kind of out of people's comfort zones, including our clients. They're used to being told as they go to peer groups and things like that and have high-level, fancy conversations about, don't give a contract to somebody unless you know that they're going to sign it. And my challenge would be, well, how can you possibly do that how would you know if they're going to sign it unless they've seen it first? So 50%, Sam, we're Sam Baker. See you around here. How many sales meetings that you attend, how many of them do you show a contract to or give them one?
Trying to 100%.
If they will sit there and look at it, you're just giving it to them. And that's the way that you really grow and you set a big sales pipeline, because sometimes people sit on it, they come back to it. Who did the testimonial before whiteboard this month? Akua. Tanner had a deal where he set up a meeting, they went out, they looked at Akua's proposal or contract, they hired an internal IT director instead. That went on for about a year. They decided they weren't satisfied with that. Then all of a sudden, hey, Akua, can we sign this contract? And it ended up being $5,000 a month, you know? You sent a message earlier today for Armand, right before here. How long has that been in process for? 2 weeks? There you go. 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, everybody gets a contract, everybody's a potential customer. Your clients want you to hold them accountable to these numbers so that they will succeed. It's a weird thing to say, but to the degree that you can, treat the relationship with respect, but subtly, like your customers work for you, right? You want at the meeting, you want them to go sell it. They are your salespeople. So it's extremely important. If I'm paying for sales meetings, from a mental note, I'm thinking, man, at least half of these are worth trying to sell to. If you can't get to that point, that's a bad spot to be in, and we got to look at quality and the type of meetings that we're going after. The good news is, you look at our quality scores, on average, they're pretty darn good. We always want to get better, but if the quality is up here in that 7, 8, maybe pushing 9 range, shouldn't the proposals be in the 7, 8, 90% range as well? And think how much more money your clients are going to make, how much more money that you're going to make if we can do that. Nobody else is doing this in this space, and they don't have the tools to send contracts and do this process like we do. That's the one thing that Whiteboard mentioned. What can we do better? It's like develop our software and our processes a little bit more to make it even more streamlined. So we're on the way there, but I challenge you, minimum, the next 30 days or the next month, get 50% of your appointments to proposal. After that, 70 plus, okay? Thank you.
Here you go. All right, so I would tell you that I believe our numbers now are underreported. Who raise your hand if you just haven't updated something or haven't pushed your clients to update it, that the proposal's out. I know there's some of that, it's okay. Let's fix it. And you have my commitment that I'm gonna be working with all of our clients, especially on their onboarding in the first 90 days, and being very clear about what I expect from them. And that's the expectation. Sam on the front end is gonna be talking through, like that's part of the agreement, is that you're sending proposals out. And then we will continue to reinforce that on the partner meetings so that we don't get 9 and 10 months down. So hopefully that'll help you, and it'll give you more ammo when you ask for updates and ask for proposals to get out. Or even an update on a scheduled appointment and you don't even know what happened.
We also now give a discount to those that agree to using our software to send their agreements out. So every new incoming customer gets money off their monthly bill for just agreeing to use our software.
It's like giving someone a discount. It would be like a dentist giving you a discount for brushing your teeth. That's kind of what it's like. It's like they should be doing it, so now we're really helping them do it because we're just basically discounting it down for them to take advantage of something they should already be doing. Cool? And then finally, we have $1 per client. Ben, why is $5,000 the yellow minimum? Yeah, that's like at a bare minimum for them to stay, it would be like, I get my money back, and then you go to 2x, then you go to 4x, and that would be kind of that elite level if we can get there, which would be great. And then finally, CSI. So you're like, well, how does this shake out? Well, what's pretty cool about this is when we throw everyone in there, and by the way, we have this worked up on a beta version, you can see, like first you kind of stack rank phone scores top to bottom. Then you come in and you look at the appointments to goal, and you keep working your way through, and eventually you have a total ranking. And what's gonna happen is the purple line, the green line, and the yellow line move, because all of you are gonna outperform some of those. We would love for you to outperform purple. And by the way, you may go, well, what's in it for me if I really execute here? Well, number one, we're gonna have some extra bonuses for people that are performing above purple and for those above green. And by the time this is rolled out, hand out some extra money for top performers, which will be fun, right? Cool? But you don't wanna be below the yellow line a whole lot, because that's kind of like, I'm below the minimum expectation. So this is kind of like a little bit of what it would look like, and gives you a little bit of time to prepare, to maybe tweak your game a little bit. because this isn't coming tomorrow. This is more like, hey, this is what we're looking at. It'll come out pretty soon. Cool? If you have questions, I will talk to any one of you individually about it, and also your managers are hyper briefed on this so they can walk you through it. Cool? All right, so if we do those things, if we all get a little bit better, push ourselves a little bit on the execution there, have really happy customers, and we can get to that 98% retention every month, and Sam and his team can deliver what? 15, right? A month. This is that trajectory, and what that means is by July, we're at 300 clients, and we're at $20 million in revenue, which creates more opportunity for people that want to step up into management. It creates more opportunity for those that are good at what you do to have 6 clients, right? But if we're declining, it's not going to provide that same opportunity. Who believes that we can do this? In fact, let's stand up for a second. We need a little pep. Okay. If you think, hey, I'm going to take care of my stuff, I'm going to execute, and we can truly get to this, let's go ahead and raise your hand as high as you can raise it. Okay, everyone look around. Kind of look around. If you're in the front row, turn around. Okay, now everyone raise their hand higher. That was weird. But that's naturally what we do. So yes, we're committed to it, but we naturally didn't go as far as we could. And my challenge to you is, let's hold each other accountable to pushing that as high as we can, because it's small little tweaks. And we naturally don't do that. And when we all rely on each other to push each other, and someone's having a bad day, to encourage them across the table, that's how we end up doing special stuff like this. And I firmly believe we can. Cool? All right, thank you. That's all I have. I'm gonna kick it over to digital marketing. You want that?
What's going on, everybody? Some website updates in the past month. So recently we onboarded KG Tax and Accounting Solutions. They're bringing over, they actually built out their new website pretty recently. So we're going to focus on just maintaining that. It's a pretty cool accounting website. We're actually looking at that to create a template for future accounting clients to sign up for our services. And then on top of that, Cayman Associates, they've been a client with us for just a little over a year. They're currently based on WordPress right now, but we're actually building out a new website for them. So just be on the lookout for that. We're getting ready to get it started and building that out for them. SEO-wise, wanted to focus on Nailed IT Group. We launched our website, I think it was middle to end of March. Before us, their website, you couldn't even search for it on Google because they didn't index it. Indexing means Google, it just, Google can crawl it, find it, whatever, all that stuff. The only keyword they were ranking for was just their business name. And up to date now, we've gained, 76 keywords, and you can see, that's literally where we launched a website right here and just skyrocketed in website traffic. This is all time. And then the last 90 days, traffic is up 60%, activity on the website up almost 45%. And so, yeah, Nailed IT performing really well, started pretty much from scratch, and it just continues to increase from there. But that's all I got. Logan?
Thank you, good sir. What up? Okay, Ellis McCann. Jared Morton. Thank you, good sir. Ellis Mechanical has been a long-lasting recruitment as a service client. They took a hiatus for candidates for a little while, but we recently reopened some stuff for HVAC service. So that is super exciting. They also had some new management and leadership kind of come in, so I've got acquainted with them. All relationships seem to be going well. They have 2 on-site interviews for next week, so that is also great news. Fair, I still don't know how to say it. Ultimately, they had some plumbing stuff kind of come up where they had immediate need, and they had a foreman position open. That got filled within a week, but during that sourcing, I found a journeyman plumber, and I said, hey, do you guys want to hire 2 of them? And they agreed, hire 2 guys. So ultimately, that turned from 1 to 3 hirings and 1 candidate search, so that's great news. Quick Catch recently resurfaced as well. We did 2 free hirings back, or just pretty much just helping them out. They reached out, we got an agreement for a recruitment contract, and they actually have somebody starting this week for office management. So also great news. Triar is a new recruitment client, really excited. New position up in New York. obviously somewhere I've never like recruited for, so that's been fun. And also ECS out in Taylor, Michigan. But both guys, I believe, have candidates I've sourced for, and I think Tri-R has an in-person interview next week. So good stuff.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, Logan, you're doing a great job. Tri-R Mechanical literally signed up last week, and their biggest gripe or concern was they cannot find any interviews. So within a week, he's already got an on-site interview, and I know he might have knocked something over, but give him another round of applause. Way to go, Logan. And now, Logan, you get to start your journey on an accounting hire, as we just got one signed up today. So, and I think Trey's even helping out with that. So, real quick, we just like to do some records. I think it's fun, just kind of showing some of the stuff that guys have done in the past. We always kick it off with Arsenal. Arsenal appointments, Casey back in the swing of things. He's going to quickly pass me up. Nick LeGrand, John Verdu, you guys have moved up in the 3rd and 4th spot. And shout out to Lauren Meyer. If she can hear us, she's over 329 meetings in the top 5 people. Still all work here, all doing a fantastic job. So give it up for them. And then the fun one, partner appointments. We got Tanner Rodell leading the way with 855 meetings. It's absolutely insane. Matt Bonebreak is knocking on the door of 800. I see him back there. He's got 5 more meetings to go. Ryan and Miles, you guys are still pretty close, but Ryan's pulling away from you a little bit. However, I got to throw a big shout out to Dylan Mobley. I think you've set up a ton of meetings in the last month because you jumped way up there, I think over Caden and Evan there. So 584, doing a great job, man. Next, one revenue, largest deals. Big shout out to Logan Knapp. Where's Logan? Logan, you just made the list, pal. Number 4, $667,000 for Fargo. Give it up. And also Matt Bonebreak knocking his old previous record off of like 290,000 with Innovative. Also made the list for Anchor Roofing, $365K. Give it up. Now, no changes on the monthly recurring as of yet, or at least have been reported. The smallest deals in company history. I just think this is a fun one because obviously it all adds up. You guys don't know how much it can add up, but as low as $48 projects or $33 a month, it all helps you grow. Just did a testimonial for us yesterday. Yeah, Whiteboard IT just did a testimony and has the smallest deal in company history from a project standpoint. That is part of, what was it, $15K monthly and another, was it $100,000 in projects? Was it? $250,000? Yeah, I haven't even had time to watch yet, but as you can tell, it all adds up. But that's all I got. I will kick it over to our next person, which I think it's Tim again. Tim, go ahead and take it away for the second time.
All right, I think we're doing I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I think I just kick it to someone right off the bat. But if you go, we're doing some awards. If you go to the next slide, it's a highlight of the winners for last month. So congrats to those. We got Zach, Ryan, No Namer, and then Drew and Emily. So congratulations for the winners from June. Let's see how this is gonna shake out for July. So I'm gonna kick it to Carrie, you're up.
Hey guys, Apex SDR, back-to-back months, Zach Beck. He had 27 appointments in July, and I got to give a huge shout out because the majority of them were in accounting, one of the new industries that I've kind of tasked on him to launch. He had over a 70% show rate, 19 for 27, one closed deal in Richmond, Virginia, and it was his second deal. And he also just closed another deal, I think today, and for recruitment. So really proud of him, really happy for him. He's definitely taking the ball and ran with it. So very proud. Zach, do you have any words to say?
No, I'm just happy to be here, part of the team, and do what I can do to help grow the business in any way I can. So it's all just about refining the process now and seeing what else we can do to keep going up.
Love it.
Congrats, Zach. I'm going to bring up Evan. All right, we are going to introduce the comeback BDR.
So comeback BDR for July is our very own Brendan Struberg. So breakout / comeback for BDR, but this was his first full month switching over from the SDR role. He set 31 appointments in July, was yellow and green for all 5 of his clients, and had over $21K in monthly recurring revenue for his cleaners, in addition to a bunch of HVAC proposals, both projects and annual recurring revenue. So awesome month, Brennan. What changed for you switching to the BDR role?
Yeah, not too much really. It's still just setting up appointments, but working with clients has definitely been a big change, and I've really enjoyed it.
Congrats.
Wonderful.
Ryan, come on up. All right, we have the Rainmaker.
Yeah, I'll take over for this one. As Sam mentioned, the Rainmaker Award is going to go to Logan Knapp. He closed the 4th largest deal in Arsenal history, project-wise, almost $70,000 closed for Fargo Roofing, $1.15 million in roofing proposals, and almost $8K in MRR quotes for IT companies. So, yeah, how'd you do it, Logan?
Yeah, doing the same thing I do every month, setting up a lot of meetings, getting my guys out there. Eventually, they were going to close a big one and having this month, so I'm excited about it.
So he's like, I just do what I do. I was just being me.
And I'll stay right here for the MVP award. It's going to go to none other than Drew Boyd. Let's go. Drew had 33 FTAs with only 4 clients. 2 of his clients were purple. Closed a $520 MRR deal for Quick Catch. Also a $500,000 verbal almost for Constructo Max, which we'll put him at terms. It's a huge deal. He's been kicking butt for him. And then almost $1.5 million in project proposals. So over 50% proposal rate, as Tim mentioned in my ear. Yeah, so he was a comeback BDR last month, but he's been clicking since he's got here. So yeah, what's going on, Drew?
Just staying consistent to the process. Setting up appointments, trying to keep everybody happy. Coming in, doing the grind every day, just calling, setting up new records, doing everything I can just to get people in the door. So excited to move forward.
Let's go.
All right, and I'm out. Miss Laura, you're up.
You can click the slide here. So next up, I'm here to present the award for Grizzup, and that is none other than our own Logan Williams. Come on up. I mean, 3-letter word here, wow. What a difference this guy has made at Arsenal Business Growth. We have a checklist. He just moves right on by. He just knows what to do. He brings his best self to work. He's showing what I call proactive initiative, which is initiative on steroids. I mean, he's just doing it. He is shining, scrubbing, and I'm just curious, how do you have the energy and what gets you here every day doing what you do?
You guys are amazing. This whole company is amazing. Plus, coming from a high school, you guys are so much easier to work with. You guys are all adults. But yeah, no, it's just the mindset of just being happy and kind of enjoying what you do, and knowing that there's a purpose behind that, and the purpose behind that here is you guys. I mean, you guys actually make this place go, and then I just make it look nice for you guys to work the best way you can. Yep.
Who's got the Grizzup chain? Oh, he's got it. I was so enthralled with what you were saying. I missed the chain. But no, you've done a great job. I mean, just like it says. I mean, high-low, he's scrubbing, he's doing it. So thank you very much. All right, next up, back to Tim.
I got a quick funny story. Really, Aaron and I are in a meeting, and we're having like a pretty deep conversation about something. All of a sudden, he's outside the window, just cleaning the outside of the windows. I was like, man, when's the last time the outside windows have been cleaned? And the attention to detail is on point. Appreciate you, man. All right, we have a new award that I wanted to introduce. You know, Aaron invested in managers, and I love it. It's why I came here to help develop young leaders and develop a sales team that just kicks ass in every way. And I was so impressed with the culture and the talent that was already here. And I thought we should celebrate the top team and the top manager every month, so we created a new award. So we have the Heavy Hitter Award, and I'll explain that in a second. But the inaugural Heavy Hitter top manager, top team, so to speak, is the Dog Pound. So come on up, Dog Pound. Dog Pound, come on up. All right, so on order is a custom Marucci bat. Yeah, the whole team, come on up. Dog, woo! What's like DMX? What? Come on. Woo, woo! The Dog Pound, is that what it is? All right, so we have a custom Marucci bat on order. That'll be a traveling bat, right, every month. And the manager will sign that bat, and then it'll work its way around, and we'll hang that at the end of the year and then do that again next year and just keep doing it. But some highlights real quick. The team totaled $151,000 in annual recurring revenue and $50K in projects. So they did the job with that ratio, right, that magical ratio we were talking about. Second straight month with 100% retention, not 98. 2 months in a row at 100, that's in and of itself worth a round of applause. And then another 40K out in MRR in proposals. So big time stuff. The bat's coming your way as soon as it gets here, and then a team lunch also coming your way. So congratulations, you guys.
Perfect. All right, we've got some birthdays coming up next. Holy smokes, some birthdays. We had some birthdays here in August. Starting off first, Matt Sifford. Let's go. Give it up for Mr. Matt. Thank you. What'd you do for your birthday, Matt?
I had dinner with the family the night before, and then my birthday was on Monday this year, so it was really fun. Anyway, after that, I went home and my fiance made me a steak dinner, and it was really good. So
let's go. Steak dinner. Matt, you got a card. Next up, we got Logan. Happy birthday on the 5th. Look, I know you're not feeling the tip-top shape, but what'd you do for your birthday, buddy?
Yeah, as a brisk 29-year-old, I went and had some dinner and went to sleep. It's great.
Let's go! You got some sleep. Happy birthday, Logan. Next up, we've got Miss Emily. Happy birthday. What did you do for your birthday?
Fiance and I got an Airbnb in the woods, and I turned my phone off and just hung out. So it was...
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good birthday. Holy smokes. There he is, Jake Weiss. Jake. What'd you do for your birthday, buddy?
Yeah, my birthday was on a Monday as well, so just ordered some DoorDash and hung out at home.
Ordered in. Monday birthdays. Let's go. We got the Sam Baker! Happy birthday! On a Wednesday, work from home. What'd you do?
I worked.
It worked!
I think you closed the deal too,
I can't remember. Maybe? Yeah. Yes, maybe. Yeah, I think so. We got a couple right now, but yeah, I stayed at home with the wife and ate at home, did some work, and we came back in the morning. Maybe just celebrate this weekend. I don't know.
Let's go. Birthday's over 30. We've got Coda House. He's on vacation. He has a birthday yesterday. Yeah. Roger Cato on the 17th. Oh, my goodness. Please tell me we're going to do some karaoke for your birthday.
Man, mine's on a Monday, so I'm going to be doing some cold calls, but maybe some sushi, maybe some fishing this weekend. 32, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, it's all right, Raj. And then Trey Meyer. Give it up. Happy birthday. You always have something planned. What are you doing?
I mean, I've said this before, but my daughter and I share a birthday, so I really don't have a day anymore. So probably go to Six Flags for her, but then my son's birthday is the very next day. So then I'm off that day. So my birthday's on a Sunday, son's birthday's on a Monday, taking off. I think we're gonna do the driving range or something for a 5-year-old. He loves doing it. And then kindergarten starts the following day. So busy 3 days.
What a birthday. What a birthday. Give it up. August birthdays. And now we've got Sam Baker for our service anniversaries. Here you go, brother.
All right. Got a lot of birthdays in August. Jeez, I didn't even realize that. So, yeah, we'll go to service anniversaries. We'll kick it off with Nolan Carnduff. Come on up here, Nolan. 1 year anniversary. All right, you made it all the way around the sun. Man, you got any fun stories, things you can share, moments over the last year you want to reflect on or share with the team?
Yeah, I've had a lot of interesting phone calls. Been told to off myself once and then get a real job and go flip some burgers twice, ironically. But I'm happy to be here. I love it here. The culture has been great since day one, and I'm looking forward to another year.
Give it up. Give it up for Nolan. All right, next we got another 1 year. Aaron Lake. Come on up, Aaron. Mr. MMA himself. Here you go, brother. So, got a whole year around the sun. Same question. You got any fun stories, things to reflect on, fun conversations you want to share?
Yeah, I was blessed to honestly be here. When I first came here, I was planning for my wedding and had no money. And I came here and realized I had the opportunity to make some money. And within like 3 months, I was making $70K. Never been making that type of money. And was able to pay for my wedding and was able to pay for a nice bachelor party. So, thank you. It's first. And funny stories, none too really. I mean, I had one. I called this. I called it Jenny. It was supposed to be a Jenny. I called her, and it was a guy who answered, and I was like, oh, I was calling to speak to Jenny, and he was like, well, this is Jenny, and I kind of just went straight into my pitch. And then they ended up hanging up, so I think they were trolling. So.
All right, give it up for Aaron. That's a pretty good story. I like hearing the new ones. All right, how about one more? Whoop, Glenn Thornburg. Went too quick, Glenn Thornburg. What's wrong with this technology, huh? Come on, Glenn. Come on down. Here you go, bud. Same question. You made a whole year. What fun stories you got? You want to share? Anything, any moments that stand out to you?
I think you know the one.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think it was November 1st. Yeah, so getting the CRM launch, guys. That was a weekend I'll never forget. So just grinding that one out. Saturday looked great. We thought Sunday we're gonna have it done for sure, maybe even pretty early. I think it was 9:00 p.m. Like, oh, we're almost done. We start looking at the data. Nothing's right. So we're like, okay, we're gonna have to start over. And Briggs and I, we just kind of put our heads together. And I think 3:30 a.m. we walked out those doors, working great. So hell of a weekend.
Yeah. Briggs and Glenn, I mean, some of us were there for moral support, like myself and Cam there, but man, Briggs and Glenn put in, and Coda, yes. And Lori brought us lunch, we appreciate it, but you guys put in one hell of a weekend there. I think over 48 hours when I totaled up straight. And yeah, you were here at, 8 in the morning, like 5 hours later after a whole weekend of that. Yeah, probably didn't even sleep. All right, now next is Jared Morton. It got a little testy, showing the future. Yeah. All right, man. So, got a whole year under your belt now, right? Any fun stories, memories you want to share? Go ahead and give it to the team, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been fun. A lot to share. I've been part of a couple different teams and glad to be with Phone Cold now. It's been fun. And the only deal I ever closed as an SDR, first word I got on the phone was F you. And somehow pitched him and they ended up turning into a client. So that was cool. Yeah, and What's that? Do you remember who it was? They were in Nashville. That's all I know. I'm not sure. But anyway, and I've got called the Hard R and a bunch of other stuff. So we're still here, baby. It's good. Have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Jared! I love it. All right. This one, it's not real long or anything, but Cam Carlson, 7 years. Yeah, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, other than Aaron, you're the longest person that's been here. You've seen it all. You got to have some stories. Share some or don't. What do you got?
Yeah, well, I met last year. If you guys haven't heard the story about, he tried to order a bottle of wine on his first day lunch. Really, really good, really good. He had no sales experience. Told me how to rewrite the pitch day one. And then he started out handing out pamphlets in the break room on nihilism. So really good. 2 days, I think. Yeah. Atta babe Trey, let's go. I think it's the shortest tenure. It was like 2.5 days, and we called it on.
All right. Well, you got any other good stories just from working here other than that over 7 years, or is that it? Huh? You can give a couple. You got 7 years. You got to get more than that.
Man, I do have a funny story that kind of came to full picture a few years later. There was a guy who one of our old recruiters had come in, and he was really excited. He was a busboy, wanted to do a career in sales, and he shows up. And he's on the back seat of another guy's motorcycle. He shows up with someone else, and they both come upstairs. We're on Main Street. They both come up, and the other guy looks around, and he's like, "Oh, I like it here. Can I interview too?" So our sales manager, Tommy at the time, interviewed both of them at the same time, like Step Brothers style. We said no to both, and then fast forward like 3 or 4 years later, we're here. And I'm interviewing this guy. I'm sitting in the conference room, and I cannot shake it. Like I've seen him before. And it turns out it was the same guy who was riding on the back seat of the motorcycle, had reapplied like 4 or 5 years later, and it was still a no. It was still a no.
I remember that guy. That was hilarious. Here, there's one story I want you to share. Tell the one at a partner meeting where the bookshelf fell.
Oh, this is really early on. I don't know if you even remember this guy. Do you remember Peak, Aaron? Do you remember that guy, Peak? I think, he was like actually one of the maybe like beta clients, like before number one. And we're in a partner meeting, and things are going okay. And he's got like a cubicle with like these overhead storage up above, and he's got like dictionaries in there, like encyclopedias. I don't know why. We're having this partner meeting, I'm going through, and all of a sudden the screen just goes black, and you hear this huge like crash, and he's like, "Oh!" And that whole cubicle from above him had just like fallen right on top of his laptop, and I'm just like, "Steve, you're okay, man?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you back." It was so good. But very grateful, Aaron, for the last 7 years. It's just been, really good. Wearing lots of different hats, keeps me engaged. It's been a ton of fun with Tim the past few weeks, so couldn't be happier. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Cam. That does it for service anniversaries. I'm going to kick it to Trey Meyer for talent acquisition updates.
How do I follow that up? All right, talent acquisition updates. So I always like this part because we get to see all the people that have been here for a few years and everything like that, and then we get to go ahead and honor the people that just started. So we're gonna go ahead and start with that. So I'll let you guys go ahead and sit down. I'll come to you. Thanks, Tim. We got a clicker, so I don't have to freaking run back and forth anymore. So talent acquisition updates, some new hires. So let's give a round of applause for Caleb. Caleb started on July 20th. I saw you over here. Caleb, I've been seeing you grind it out, working hard. How's it been so far, man?
It's been good. I've been working with Roger on my pitch and kind of working on tonality, so it's been coming along, and I think it's really been good. So like the culture, like everyone, so it's been a lot of fun.
Awesome. Then a round of applause for Caleb. All right, next, we got our very own Tim. Tim, I feel like we've all felt the presence over the few weeks that you've been here. How's it been in your eyes?
Oh, it's been, again, like I said it earlier, I'm impressed with the talent, the direction, really excited about the future, and really it's a privilege to work with every one of you. So it's good.
Round of applause for Tim. A little sneak peek. All right, now we got Nathan. Where was he at? There he is. All right, Nathan, you came in with a little bit of sales experience, so I guess what's been the difference like? How you feeling so far?
So I would echo the atmosphere is incredible. I think the tools are here to keep yourself sane when you're on that grind, to just keep going. But also, this is my first one of these, and I'll say it's a little enlightening. I will say I turned 41 on the 20th, and I'm a very competitive guy, so you're gonna see me rise up there because it just drives me nuts. This place is great.
Love it. I think we got a lot of competitive people in here, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, we got Trey. Where's he at? I saw him earlier. All right, he knows I say this, but fake Trey, because your real name's not actually Trey. I'm actually Trey, but we'll come over here. I mean, I've seen you all come on this side of you. Grind it out as well. I mean, I see you grind it out every single day on those phones. I mean, how's it been so far?
It's been well. I think it's really been an honor sitting next to Marge and Emily, really learning pitches and learning intros and learning really how to do it.
That's awesome. Round of applause for Trey. What I thought was a little interesting too is, if you guys don't know, Trey was actually doing some umpiring before he started here, and he's actually, I think, literally like a day or two before he started, was literally at Arsenal BG Ballpark umpiring a ball game. So pretty cool. Yeah. Ryan, I just saw you here too. Round of applause for Ryan. All right, Ryan, referral from Omar. Did he lie? How's it been so far?
No, it's been great so far. I appreciate everybody that's given me like tips and tricks on how to get past gatekeepers and everything like that. My previous position never really had to do that, so it's something new. But I appreciate everybody being so nice and caring, and I love it so far.
Awesome. Another round of applause for Ryan. And then we got Truman in the back. All right, Truman, some more operations help. I mean, we had Dakota here. He came in with like pretty much, I don't want to make it sound bad, but nothing established IT related. And then we got Truman coming in. Dakota's done a great job. I mean, we've been growing so fast. Obviously needed some help. How's it been working with Dakota so far?
It's been great. I like it here. It's very positive. Yeah, I'm just learning what he does, and pretty excited for the future. So yeah,
Love it. Round of applause. And his fun fact, I know, Truman came from working at a school, and now he's working in an old school. So there we go. He's used to it. All right, so obviously, guys, we're still hiring left and right. I'll even cover some more of that here in a second. Employee referrals. I mean, you guys know what it's like here. I mean, send them our way. Friends, family, I mean, whoever it is that you think could be a good fit, we'd love to talk to them. Send them my way. I mean, most of the referrals are our best hires here. I mean, maybe not all of them, since you guys already talked about. But I mean, come on. I mean, no, referrals really are great. You guys really know the ins and outs of what it's like here. So yeah, no right or wrong way as far as referring. Send them my way, send them my number. End result, we'll get connected. I'll talk them through the process. Talent acquisition updates as far as open positions. Yeah, we're still hiring. So always on the look for some good sales help, SDRs, BDRs, account executives. Still keeping our eyes out always for, anybody good out there on the digital side. Same thing with software. Starting to have some conversations with HR, bringing more in some help. And then interns. Especially now, we're getting ready to get about a month or so away from some of these career fairs starting up. So I know you even saw when Justin and DJ were talking, interns are kind of coming and going based on the time of the year, and we're getting to that point where we're going to start starting up some more so we get some more part-time internship help. And then some new hires starting soon. So Monday, we're gonna have a busy day. I mentioned this at intermission today. We do have a new VP starting to help out on the new sales side. So Craig's coming in. Joining Craig, we got Sean, Jake, and Caleb, 3 BDRs that are gonna come in. We already got Alan lined up for another BDR role too, so lots of BDRs coming. And then we're actually in the works of 2 additional BDRs with getting some offer letters out so we can just keep new hires coming. So again, these are all coming from sourcing, cold calling, referrals. So we'll keep them coming. We're fast growing. And some of the reasons for this next slide, background checks. I'm gonna need everybody to line up. We're gonna start doing some fingerprints here. I'm kidding. I saw some of you guys freaking out. Background checks. We're growing so fast. We're bringing in talent left and right. So, let's just keep more secure here. It's never been a part of our process. As of August 1st, that is part of our hiring process now, just so you guys are aware. So they're signing offers. We're using a platform called Checker. We actually did our first one with our VP. It was awesome. It was super easy. Just make sure we're all compliant and safe here. And then I think I might be stealing this update from the media team, but Arsenal BG tablecloths. as we're growing, we're going to all these events. We want to keep our things updated as well too. So we got a couple of these outdated tablecloths. We got these coming in probably any day now. They should be arriving. Working on some other stuff as well too, but pretty excited. Just, yeah, keep growing, keep going to these events, getting our name out there. And again, could you use your help too. Spread the word, give us the referrals, and we pay for them. So I think that's a bit about for me. We got some operations and HR updates. I think starting off with Briggs with some software updates.
Thanks, Trey. Let's go to the next slide here. So for the software, this month with Emma's new position, we fixed some issues with email marketing that she noticed as we've kind of started to use it more. And then eSign, Glenn's added some formula fields, videos, some customization, so you can kind of start from scratch or just add on to the PDF that you upload. And that kind of was the finishing touches on eSign, hopefully. And then we got the meeting software out. If you guys haven't used it, you can schedule meetings. It'll send a calendar invite. Every user has their own room. And then, we got the Meet Now in the chat. And then kind of next up this month, we've been working on the payment integration and surveys, and that's coming along pretty good. And I'll hand it over to Matt.
Get up for Briggs one more time. Yeah. Me and Chris actually used that Meet Now feature on Wednesday and boop, right into his living room. So it was pretty cool. So on media production, we've got more testimonials that came out, but this is just for July. We got Next Gen Mechanical's testimonial. This is a huge HVAC testimonial. Over $1 million closed in his first 6 months is huge. We also have a new self-guided sales pitch. This is something that new biz should be using, in their email marketing and stuff like that. That's in its final stages. We're finishing that up, and that should be good to go soon. Also, I want to shout out Chris. With his help, we just broke 1,000 results videos. That's huge. That comes from all of you guys showing up and scheduling with us, and it makes a huge difference when you come prepared, you have your notes, and you know what you're doing. That wouldn't be possible without you guys. So business growth as a service, we're still working with Verdant, kind of getting to the end of their pipeline on videos. Recruiting, yes, we just got the tablecloths out with Trey. The Happy Hour podcast, we got one with Ryan Niels for talking about his last MVP award, and the next one that's going to be coming out is with Tim. And we just got new employee interviews added to the team page from everybody who just got hired. John Verdue's video, check that out. If you've known him, if you just met him, follow his story a little bit. That's the first person who started as an intern for multiple years and converted to a senior sales development executive. So shout out to Verdue. All right, so you guys have probably seen Pete Blosser walking around here, and he's doing a lot of fun things and kind of opening a door to our short form videos. We had established something in the past, and with a fresh mind, this is what we've got. So that one is showing off our amenities. That'll be on our TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat. And then this one's a little fun one. This one, I'll go ahead and show you, and then we'll follow up.
Hello?
Who is this?
Albert, Pete.
Yes, who is this? Who is this?
It's Pete.
Pete from where?
I'm from Arsenal. How you doing?
Shut your mouth!
So if you are a cold caller, you know how that feels. These are real phone calls. We're going to be using these out of the Call of Fame. If you guys have some hilarious phone calls, we can censor them, all the above, put them in the Call of Fame, and we'll be putting together a series on those. So if you see Pete around here, have fun with him. He's doing some fun stuff. Also, just a reminder, more reviews and testimonials. Repost them when you see them on LinkedIn. A couple of you guys on New Biz and now BDR are sharing those, and that's great. Make sure that we can book time with me. when you guys have recently been praised by your clients, make sure you can get them to do a Google review if they haven't already. This is a most recent one for Marge and her client, and it was huge. It just got shouted out this week, so keep it up. Thank you, guys.
All right, quick recap on training. I know most of this is review at this point because we've kind of touched on it as we've gone through. We've got 4 new folks in the past month since we met left. Caleb, Nathan, Trey, and Ryan, all off to hot starts, making really solid calls. I was giving a shout out to Trey earlier. Just the step up of people that we're finding from like first couple of years to now 7, going on 8 years in. It is so much easier to talk to you about sales than teach you about sales. If you were learning baseball, it'd be way easier to teach you how to, the rules of baseball versus like how to play or defining strategy, things like that. So it's been really good. Shout out Trey. I've also spent a lot of time kind of taking a look at what we're measuring, developing new reports for Tim, as well as some of the existing reports that we have for existing clientele. So you can see one of the examples that we have here is our MSP partners. We can see who is leading all time in show rate, proposal rate, close rate, a lot of the key metrics that we were talking about earlier with Tim, but more on a localized level. So you can really dive in to see which clients are doing which pieces of that the best, and you can kind of take and choose what would work for you and your clients, and that rolls up to a national average. So when we're talking to the clients and maybe their close rate is a little bit less than the national average that we have in the MSP field, then we can kind of coach to that metric. So it doesn't all fall on your shoulders to generate appointments or their shoulders to close deals, but it's more like a true partnership. So it's been really good kind of working together with everybody in the past month, putting those together. And then, of course, as always, keep it up, crowdsourcing topics for the sales labs. We've got a couple on note-taking and updating follow-up dates, call scores, and the new client onboarding. We'll be using a lot of the newer metrics that you're seeing on the screen here to kind of decipher that and how to use them, so on and so forth. But if you have any other good ideas for the sales labs, keep them coming. That's all I've got. And then I think it's Dakota Smith up next.
All right, so first one I'm going to talk about is device safety and security. Do not leave your device in your car or unattended anywhere in public. We've had a few devices stolen recently over the last year. Don't keep them in your car, especially in the summer. They get hot, the batteries can swell. You don't want your device damaged, you don't want it stolen, you don't want anything in your car stolen. So if it does happen, it shouldn't, don't keep it in your car, but call the police, file a police report, that way it's documented. Then reach out to me as soon as possible, that way I can lock it down. All our information is secure. Even if it's in the middle of the night, you wake up 2 o'clock to walk your dog out, you notice your car windows are broken in, reach out to me, we'll get it locked down. Support tickets, just a reminder, you guys are doing good about putting support tickets in. Keep using that way Truman can also get those tickets, I'll get those tickets. Same for software, putting them in for software whenever it's a software, like CRM related item. Just putting those tickets in that way we can document them, have them in there. It's helpful for us. If you don't, we can always put them in there, but it's a good practice just to be able to get it in there, especially since it lives in the CRM. And then the Arsenal BG chat. We recently moved teams over to the Arsenal BG chat. Push notifications are in there. If you have any issues with push notifications, reach out to me or Truman, and we can fix that for you. And then meetings are also now integrated as well.
All right, for HR, if you've been to my office recently, you might have noticed the whiteboard. On the left is the to-dos, and on the right is the to-dones. Debbie, Libby, and I are working real hard to work through a very energized list, and we are making progress that we're pretty proud of. So thank you, Debbie. We're glad you're here, and we'll keep working through the list. Plan amendment for the 401k effective yesterday. We officially signed off on the document to make it effective for August, that any new hires can now enroll on the first of the month after 60 days of employment, all right? So that marries up with your benefit eligibility for medical, dental, et cetera. So now at the same time, you can roll in 401k. For those of you that have been here for more than that time, but less than a year, we're going to be setting up a 401k enrollment meeting special at the end of August, early September, to get you caught up, get you an opportunity to get in the plan. 2-month introductory period updates. We have forms currently and tools in place with Tim's hire and soon to be our Monday new hire. We're going to be looking at these across the organization and getting them tailored by position and merging the forms to keep things a little bit easier and keep it moving for new hires and getting them onboarded into the company. Tobacco and nicotine surcharge. Basically, if you are a nicotine user or a smoker, we have a surcharge on our medical plan for $150 a month. This year, starting June 1st, anybody that smoked or used nicotine was to self-declare. I think there was a miscommunication apparently or misunderstanding, so we are giving everyone until the end of December of this year. You don't have to quit smoking. You don't have to quit using nicotine, but the surcharge will go into effect January 1st. We're going to have all kinds of outside resources coming in for lunch and learns, and we'll get some material out about how to quit smoking. We have a free program that we offer. So that's on the horizon. If you have any questions, let me know. Dress for your day, introducing swag payroll deduction. So if you're interested in visiting the swag closet, let Debbie or I know. We can get you in there and we'll make a note and get a payroll deduction for the next payroll, all right? Calendar, the September Poly is now open. It's open through next Wednesday at midnight. The replies thus far have been bountiful. That's good. With September comes preseason Blues games, wrapping up the Grizzlies games, and also we have the Fox Theater tickets coming on board. So just want to be sure that everybody knows about that. We've got next week, I think at the end of next week, we'll be doing the allocations for that. So you'll know what you're going to in September real soon. All right? Upcoming events for August, we've got Cheeseburger and Paradise Grill Day on August 28th, and then upcoming dates in September, I think the Indigo chair massages were pretty popular. There we go. All right, so those will be September 17th. October, the all-team update is going to be at Arsenal BG Ballpark. That is a Wednesday. It's a remote work day. So please make arrangements. We'll get it on your calendar with an Outlook invite. We're going to meet over there at 3, have the update at 4, and then there's some post-update activities if you would like to stay. It's not mandatory for you to stay for the activities, but we do expect you to be at the update if at all possible, all right? Holiday parties, December 4th. More coming on that. Marge has agreed she would give an update. At the beginning of the year, we had an activity, cultural activity, to put down your New Year's resolutions. Marge was brave enough, and thank you very much. She would give us an update for the goal that she set for the year.
Yeah, my New Year's resolution was to be more in the present moment. I tend to do things like a million miles an hour and recognize that I spend a lot of time thinking about all the things I need to get done. So just being more mindful and recognizing when I'm doing that and taking a breath and living in the moment. Not perfect, but I think I'm a little more relaxed.
I was going to say, the same results. That's good. All right. Celebrations and accomplishments since our last update. We've had a lot going on. We had the intern grill out day, super fun. Everybody dressed up. Christmas in July, had some good stuff going on, bah humbug and all. Enterprise Center, there was a string of concerts between Bryan Adams and Forrest Frank. Grizzlies, the Dino Dash. Cam, Brock, did you guys run? No. That's all right. Good stuff. We had Shark Week. We did some Sharknado and Jaws in the cafe. Benson Boone. Those events are fun. It's good stuff. NFL Jersey Day. We have our Meet the Founder luncheon. I think that's going over very well. New hires are giving us positive feedback about getting to meet Aaron and get some context behind how we started and why we do what we do. Launched Coloritaville. Thank you for the margaritas. Those were very good tonight and always, Fridays in August. Got our attire going. Marge, you've got the new cafe, the coffee bar found a home. That's cool stuff. Mason Brown, vacation. Do you feel relaxed, Mason? I do. It's all good? It's good to be back. I was curious about was the bear a threat at all, or what?
I mean, we were like 150 feet away from it, so it was fine. It didn't pay any attention.
Just totally ignoring you. That's good. Ryan Kattenbrecker. Congratulations, Ryan. Any moments from the wedding that were unexpected?
Yeah, Mason drank a lot.
And he's here in the front row not to talk about it, right? That's good. But everything's good as expected. That's great. Mike Clutho. He's got, is it Sabo, and Smoker? Summer? All right. Aaron Lake. Congratulations on your wedding. Any gonna share? All good? All good. All right. Matt Sifford went to Destin, got a little R&R. Good deal. We see the save the date, July 31st next year. Good stuff. Dakota. Woo-hoo! Baby boy Column, and he's doing well. And big sister, I hear, is faring well and is now more accepting.
She doesn't like sharing the attention between mom and dad, but I mean, hey, she's gonna, torture her brother for the next, 100 years.
May they enjoy those years together. That's for sure. All right, Brennan Struberg. And I'm like, I call, and it's a rental. So we're looking forward to September, October, what fourth quarter might bring for his wheels. All right. DJ went to Alaska. Just some pretty powerful, beautiful photos there. And Logan Williams, you are up next for a facilities update. Give him a round of applause. We will let the Grizzup guy give us the update. Here you go.
Alrighty, so obviously last month I came in and got the stairs done. Those are still looking pretty good. So that's amazing. Just updates on different things I've been going on and doing throughout the building. Obviously the stairs I worked really hard on. Still going through the screens. Happy to say I'm a little over 1/3 done with all of them, and that's about like 34 screens I'm at. Shining all the wood accents around here, all the little bases and stuff. Fireplace is looking nice. Got that all cleaned out after thinking there was a wasp nest possibly in there. Yeah, there was like 1 or 2 wasps just like roaming around in there, and I'm like, oh no. The grills have been cleaned and brought back to life. We're working on the elevator and platform lift. There's some things with the elevator needing a piece, and we need to get new certification plaques for the other elevator. Now, just a reminder, beverages and containers, water bottles, cups, whatever. If you have a personal water bottle, Please clean it at the end of the day, bring it home with you, or put it in your locker. Do not leave it on your desk, or you won't come back to it the next day. Also, please, with the winter season and the colder season coming up, please refrain from leaving the jackets on the back of your chairs. Either wear it or put it in your locker. That seems about it. I'll pass it off to Aaron.
Doing a great job, Logan. Okay. I know we went a little bit longer, so we'll keep it real short. Guys, there's a lot of things that we're working on, a lot of talent that we're hiring, a lot of people getting promoted, just kind of bringing that last 15 to 20% together. That's a big conversation I've had with Tim and some of the other folks that we're talking to. We've got a really great company, really great foundation. There's all this worry about AI and all these things that are going to replace everybody and yada, yada, yada. And if it's a low quality type of thing, it maybe so. But you'll see in our reviews, the videos that we get from our clients, the feedback that we get, it's you guys that make the difference. So they want to talk about who they're working with that works here. So keep that top of mind. How can we elevate our client? And AI, very rarely a competitor is going to push or prompt our customers to elevate their game and kind of, like Tim said, reach for the sky and then reach a little bit higher. You're not going to get that same sort of effort, right, or desire from a computer. But our clients are trusting you guys to help them grow and push them to their limits. So that's what we're going to do. And man, it's been a long time coming, right? We've been a small business, we've been a medium small business, right? We've been a large small business, and I think we're right into the beginning of being a small, medium-sized business, okay? So things are getting exciting. There's positions that don't exist yet that we haven't talked about. There's career paths. There's just, the world is your oyster here. If there's things that you want to do, come let your supervisor know, let me know, make sure that it's known. And the best way you can get there, we've had a lot of those conversations, do a really good job at your job, be a positive impact on our culture, our people, our clients, right? And we really appreciate you guys for doing that. So go have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.